I'm Yasmin. I'm a first year student here at Holt. I'm majoring in marketing and minoring in entrepreneurship. And today I'm here with Adam because we got some questions in the QA box here. So about the Holt campus, the London campus. And yes, so who are you, Adam?
Hello, yes, as mentioned, I'm Adam and I'm in third year and I'm about to graduate this summer. I'm not majoring in anything, I'm just having general business degree because I was kind of interested in everything, so I took psychology, design, entrepreneurship, and now after my graduation I'm wanting to go for a master's with a HALT, but to San Francisco campus.
Oh yes, can you explain a little bit more about how we have campuses everywhere?
Yeah.
Because I feel like maybe they're first year students, so
Yeah.
they don't really know that.
So HALT is very global, of course, as you might know. So that means that there are campuses in Dubai, in Boston, London, and also San Francisco. So what it means is that you can experience as an undergraduate, for example, different campuses. And during the year, you can decide that, okay, now you want to go to the Boston, see how it works in a Boston, and go for a year to a Boston. Or, great thing to do is, at HALT, we have something, what are the summer courses, and you can basically be studying during the summer. And for these summer courses, you can opt for course in Boston or in Dubai, and you can experience this environment just for a couple of weeks. So it's really good for you to kind of try it out. And basically that's what I did last summer. I went to Boston and I fell in love with the US and how it's kind of business working there and entrepreneurship and how it is strong there. So now I'm wanting to go for a San Francisco campus because what is more entrepreneurial than the whole area of Silicon Valley.
True. No, I admire that. But well, you're already straight going for a master's then.
Yes. I'm after I graduate here and then undergraduate, I will be going straight to the masters. I'm not gonna be yet working, but many students decide to go after undergraduates to start working. And I think that's how undergraduates also prepares you very well for to start looking out for the opportunities, and the career team is very helpful with this to how to build your CV, how to kind of differentiate from yourself from others.
Yes, because it can be quite stressful to just start your whole career, right? So I really get it that you want to study more, to be more invested in it. Is it marketing or is it because you're studying general businesses, right?
Yes. So for me, it's I'm really interested into marketing, but also entrepreneurship. So I'm rather trying to understand marketing, so I can then be building the brand for business I want to start.
Interesting. And well, since you're so passionate about the academic life, what can someone a new student expect from life as a student?
Yeah.
Or just because Adam is also about to graduate, so
yeah.
What
awesome.
Yes.
Guys, feel free to send us any questions you might have. We will be more than happy to answer it. If it's about undergraduates or London or just anything, just send it in the chat and we will try to answer it.
Yes.
So, about the student life here at London with the HALT.
What can I expect? A student that is just coming here.
Yeah, so from London, of course it's huge and you have so many opportunities to do to kind of leverage here. So it's not just about the school, but also if you wanna improve your, for example, presenting skills, you can find so many kind of clubs outside of the school in London, and you can just attend their sessions, and you will try to work on improving your presenting skills. But also, if you're into startups, there's so many networking events you can attend, and you can just start getting the connections with the people. And HALT itself, we have so many events on the campus here in the HALT undergraduate. So there's all the time happening something. If you're entrepreneurial, there is like workshops for you to start your idea, to start working on it. If you're into finance, there are some other events being organized.
Yes, true. You were talking, and I just it reminded me of a time that I was talking to a friend of mine, Liv, and she had this idea of just like making an advertisement for a company, a drink company. And she was like so invested in that, and she was talking about that with me, and then she was like, wait, but they're here. Like, they're based in London. I can literally go there and just talk to them about this idea that I had. And they're super, and she got in touch with them, and just like now I feel like maybe from 2 weeks from now she's going there to talk to them about this idea. Yes.
Yeah.
And turns out that, again, the environment here is very, very open. And not only for academic, in an academic way, but as Adam said, in the professional way. You have like the banks based here. You also have like the whole marketing, BBC News based here as well.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. And with that in mind, how do you feel like do you feel prepared as you are about to graduate for this academic, what kind of academic and professional world?
So, well, I'm going for a master's, so I'm still feeling like I have time. But if I would be like about to graduate, I would be freaking out a bit, of course, but also I would be like kind of excited to start leveraging everything what I learned here. Because, for example, I was having my own business before I came to Halt, and so many kind of the knowledge I gained here, I wish I would have it back then, because it was so valuable. So I kind of like excited to really start leveraging everything what I learned, and so I feel kind of prepared, but also I would be like really, really stressed if I would be now like, okay, now I have to like start taking care of myself since like from September. Yeah, so.
When you say that care for yourself, you mean like in an expensive kind of financial?
So so like paying for your rent by yourself and all these things, it would kind of scare me. I don't know how it is for you. Like, how do you find the expenses here in London for a student?
Again, a lot of people ask the question, and when it comes to London being expensive, you always need to think about what are you comparing London to. Just because, like, if you're comparing London to Los Angeles, not like New York or I don't know, any other very big city, Sao Paulo, for example, it's not going to be that huge of a change, because like it's still like a very big city again. But when you come from a very small background, like me, from a small village, I would say, yes, it's going to be very, very different. And what can I say about that? I feel that my advice for you is to actually prepare, maybe understand your situation, understand like what you're going to be able to afford, for example, and plan ahead, which was what I did. I was very stressed in the beginning, not gonna lie about that, just because it's a very different living expenses. So what I did was that I tried to plan ahead for 6 months. And then when I got here, I was already in a mindset of, okay, now I need to work and study. And that in the time was very, very stressful, because it's good changes, but it still is very overwhelming, because we had to, as international students, not only go to university from high school, from everyday living to university kind of mindset, uni life, and also change of the 100% of environment, you know? So for me, it was very important, and something that really stood out was the support that Holt gave me with everything. And guys, I'm not only talking about like academic life, but literally the well-being team here is always present on campus. We also have like the personal, each one of us has a designated personal development coach, and I was actually the first one to schedule a book with my coach in the first day of classes, just to see how well I handle kind of stress situations. stressful situations. And he was so wonderful with me. He designated me again, like talked with my career coaches and my career coach as well, Alina. Shout out to Alina. And in 1 month, I already had a job like that. I already had like all of my 4 years planned, like for summer internships, where I want to go. We already have like a roadmap for my 4-year education here. So again, it was good to see, and they also reminded me, took me out of that spiral line that I was going towards, and just brought me to the present moment. Like, oh, okay, everything, it's not that bad, you know? It wasn't that hard. So yes, and it was very, very incredible and something that really stood out for me, because actually, I don't know how it is for other universities, because Holt is the only university I attended, and I feel like they don't have that kind of support. I'm not sure, might be wrong, but it was something that really stood out for me about Holt.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
That's very true. Well, I do not have experience with other university as well, but when I was talking with my girlfriend and she was at other university, she was mentioning that how she's having struggles to reach out to the staff and discuss some technicalities and issues she was having. And then I realized like wait, so it's so easy, but it's like easy at how to reach out to a staff and discuss some issues you might have, but it's not so easy at other universities. So that's what I realized, that oh my god, I'm so thankful for the staff we have and for the coaches that can help you anytime. It's just like you either walk to the third floor and ask them the questions or just send an email.
And even like for faculty, for example, a lot of students here, when they want like an internship, or if they want help with like mentoring or something about their academic and professional career, they reach out to like the professors, which is something that is really common here to see. It's like a student and a teacher having like a one-on-one conversation about their career, for example, which is amazing.
Yeah, like, and I still think like not so many students like kind of like leverage it, because like those professors are very, very well knowledgeable and they have contacts, but also like a lot of experience. It's great. Like when you look at what was, for example, Liliana doing in the past, or Daniel, or also like the other professors, it's like wow. And you realize like, oh my god, they know so much, and it's just like great to kind of talk to them one-on-one. If you're kind of entrepreneurial, you want to develop your idea, just reach out to them and ask them questions. They will give you a feedback, and that can you like accelerate building your idea, and then after you leave Hull, you can start building like real business.
And a lot of people, well, they get here not having any experience like us, like because we already had like some prior experience before, so maybe that was something that actually added a little bit to the pile. But don't worry if you don't have like any prior experience in business and consulting and marketing, entrepreneurship, finance, whatever, because it is here. It's here for that, to prepare you from day one, you know. So, and also with the clubs. With the clubs, they really help you. Not help you. I feel like they teach you. They literally teach you how to run a business, or how to work. Like the environment that you create in your teamwork. It's so important. So important. And yes.
Yeah, I would say like the clubs are a great opportunity for you to kind of do like something extra and learn how to kind of execute the ideas you might have, because everybody has ideas, but the ideas are worth nothing until you do not execute them. So with the clubs, for example, with Hull Founders Lab, it's led by students, and we had like so many ideas that what we want to do, but then the execution was like very, very crucial, and it was like the time when it started to be like a bit tough, and how to kind of do it. So the clubs and being part of it and being proactive are a great opportunity to gain some kind of like skills and see how it might work like after you leave school.
What clubs did you join?
On my first year, I tried to join almost every club I was able to, And I applied to TEDx. Oh, TEDx is great. Like you will be organizing the real TEDx event, and it's organized just by students, and it's really, really well organized. Then I joined Health Founders Lab and also Model United Nations, where I was basically like
first year.
Yeah. And MUN, like Model United Nations, it put me like in a position of presenting in front of the audience about the topics that I kind of knew something about, but I was not really into kind of the politics. But also what I hated was like public speaking, and I knew I need to get over it. So that was the reason why I joined Model United Nations, to kind of put myself into these positions to present in front of the people and kind of like deal with it and learn how to do it. What clubs did you join?
That's a very old mindset. Just jump in. I jumped in the water to learn how to swim. Well, for my first year, I actually just joined one, which it was HFL, because I already knew that I was kind of like working and studying, but I know how important it is to actually be surrounded by and doing things that I genuinely believe in. And so I organized a little bit my calendar and my agenda, and now I designated a time like for my schoolwork, for my work, and then for HFL now. And it has been really good, and we're kind of in the process of hiring, and I'm doing a lot of things that I've done before and my work, but it's still it's like so new, because it's new people, it's a new mindset, so it's my first time actually attempting and trying everything that I believe in and that I find interesting. So that is really interesting. I've been really liking it so far, and it has been challenging me a lot, very much in the sense of like the teamwork, for example, and how to motivate your team, how to make like staff engaged with the idea, and I'm learning a lot from it, like a lot.
Yeah. It's really like it gives you opportunity to learn how to work with the teams and in the teams, because when you think you want to do something in the future, like you will most likely need more people than just you if it's something bigger. And you need to learn how to work with the people and how to kind of like keep the motivation and excitement in a team. And I think this is what we are trying to learn since like getting to HALT, because it's also all the classes we are working in teams to some extent, and also then in the clubs and societies it's basically just student teams that are organizing the clubs. True,
but I feel like HALT already prepares you in an extent with like the teamwork, but with the clubs it's more like you experimenting and trying something and showing off to other people. Oh, are we getting questions?
I have a question. Yeah, of course, send us questions, yes, and we'll be more than happy to answer it. So
this is your time. If you want to ask anything about coming to London, this is it. There's no like restrictions.
Yeah, but what you have been saying.
Yes.
So
it's about the community. There was a question about how can I get involved in the local community and make the most of my time in London. Well, you can be like Adam and join all of the clubs, or you can be like me and plan your full 4 years in your first week. You decide. What do you think?
So
how do you make most of it?
Yeah, of course, like leverage what like the HALT offers, but also look outside of the HALT. There is like, as mentioned, so many things happening, and try to go outside of the HALT. For example, I'm now attending Toastmasters, what is like also again about like presenting, and there's like random people that are like in different places in their careers and they're trying to learn how to present. It's like very, very good concept, and yeah, it has nothing to do with the HALT. There is also other opportunities if you are into kind of the marketing, many marketing events. Just get into the like to these events and try to network.
Yes.
And also, like if you build your network, most of the job opportunities that people get is through their network here, from what I heard last couple of weeks. So really go there and try to connect with the people. You might get some good opportunities then. Yeah, but if you have still any question, just send it to us and we'll be more than happy to answer it.
Interesting. I feel like it's more like a junction, but I do see your point. It's very, very important to network. But again, London, how do you not network here?
Well, yeah,
only if you stay in your room and
yeah.
don't do nothing about it, you know? Such a big city.
Yes, but still, like you.
Stephen Bartlett, he runs in the bridge, like close to my house. He runs there like daily. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's so fun.
Yes. Oh, well, there's another question about what are the accommodation options for students at the London campus?
Yeah. So about the options, you have chapter Aldgate and also some other student accommodation. But like with the chapter, it's right next to Halt. Many Halt students are basically living there, especially the first years. And then there is IQ that is close to Halt, and a couple more like student union, and there is quite few student accommodation that are not far away from a Halt. But many of them opt for a chapter.
Well, there's also another option that is you getting your own accommodation or flat sharing as well. And you have like some websites to. Is that a question? I cannot see.
Does Halt have financial assistance? So about this, I would reach out, go on a website of Halt and just send us a message, and somebody will get back to you about some assistance that you might be eligible for. We are just students here, and we cannot like really help out with this, but there is like definitely you might find some assistance.
Yes. Definitely reach out to your enrollment advisor about that. Just because scholarships is such a very sensitive and very like personal thing, I would say that it's best if you reach out to them.
Yeah. But about the accommodation.
Oh, yes.
So you have been mentioning like you can get also your own place.
Yes, which is definitely okay. And also a lot of students here in the first year, what they do is that in the first year they stay in a uni accommodation, and then they meet a lot of like friends and just decide to share a whole flat together.
Yeah. So that's, for example, what I did. Like first year I went for chapter Aldgate. It was very convenient. Also, it's just the convenience, and also like to get to know people is better option. And then for second year, me and my friends, we found an apartment, and now we are living in apartment together, and it's working really well.
There's another question here, is about how easy is it to find internships or part-time jobs in London? Does Holt offer any support on that?
Yeah.
We have weekly careers panels, and like with industry business people from the real world coming here and just talking to students.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
Yeah. So like Halt really tries to help you out with getting some opportunities. If it's like with the internships, or if it's like with some part-time jobs during the year.
Yes. Also, there's like no, I would say like student part-time jobs, which is being a barista or working in hospitality and those kind of aspects. But with more corporate world kind of work, I'd say that Holt offers the whole package, which is basically like there's Holt Careers Coaching, which will help you refine your CV and just like your portfolio if you're going with something that is more arts related. And also the events where they bring people from the outside to just talk with us, like generally sit and talk. One event that comes to mind was the industry panel that we had like one intern he was Ralph Lauren?
Yes. It was Ralph Lauren. It was Tom. Yeah. Yeah, so basically
What are
people.
the challenges?
Yeah, so basically like companies try to, the school and the companies, they try to kind of like connect us, and there's like the events happening, and you can connect with the people, just ask them if they have something available, and just reach out to them on LinkedIn or send them email, and you never know. But also, if you are really kind of in a situation where you need to get a job as soon as possible when you get to London, then, for example, I had to do that like right first week. I had to get a job, so just go walk around, walk into some pubs, restaurants, just ask them about the job, and most likely you will find something.
Yes, if you're stressed about that, don't be. It's really, because like, again, London is such a huge place, so they need people coming in all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, so I got you, I understand you, I sympathize. But it's okay, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. So,
yeah, and you can make like quite good money, like in a restaurant or in pubs, like easily you can get like to 13, 14, 15 pounds per hour, and it's quite good.
But if you also don't need to work, amazing. go do clubs. Go explore London.
Yeah, do extra work and leverage what Halt offers, because when I'm asking some alumni like what they would be doing differently now, they say like, oh, I would be more involved with everything what was happening on the campus, and I was like, oh yeah, I know.
Just because again, it's such a good experience, and well, time will pass anyway, so we need to make the most out of it.
Yes, exactly. Get to know the people and attend the events that are organized by Halt, but also go out.
True. We have another question here, is about what's the campus culture like at Halt?
Well, what do you think is the campus culture at Halt?
I would say it's very entrepreneurial in a way, in a sense, because a lot of people here, they either come from a background. Is that a question? I think it's a question. I cannot see.
Is there any difference between London and Boston overall learning experience?
Oh, I leave you this question too.
So, over the last summer, I got to experience the Boston campus, and of course, also I was taking a module there. And what would I say is that, of course, the US is more entrepreneurial, so that you could also tell on a professor that was learning us entrepreneurship was more entrepreneurial in some way. So it's just about the professors, but I wouldn't say it's like difference between the campus, because I wonder, I would say like the learning experience is very, very similar, almost the same. It's just the environment that US is more entrepreneurial, and you might have more opportunities there. And for example, London is more like for a finance, I would say. Definitely.
Well, I mean, also Boston is not so big when you compare it to London. I feel maybe London is more like a city uni kind of life, if that makes sense. And Boston would be more, not small town vibes, but because Boston is quite huge, but
yeah, it's like
more chill life.
Yeah, it's like not as busy.
Yes,
of
I
course,
think it's more chilled.
But there's like, of course, there's like MIT, Harvard, all the best universities, and so there's like many students, and it's very, very student life. So, and also there's like lots of innovation in the Boston happening. So it's interesting environment, same as the London, I would say. For me, Boston.
But I feel like London is more international.
Yes.
Definitely more international, and it's kind of like this bridge between the other side of like there's west and east. So I feel like it's more like this bridge.
Yeah.
There's more innovation in this kind of sense, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's more international, of course. Like, but it's way bigger, way more busy. Yeah.
And and you're very connected in the European market. So
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like much of the difference between the learning experience.
sure. Yes. Any other questions? I'm not
Do you have any other question?
Well, we have one last one here, which is the campus culture. But
Oh,
we
yeah.
couldn't answer that. We couldn't answer that.
Yeah. I wonder like what else would I mention about the campus culture? I would maybe say that in Boston, the campus is the undergraduate campus and postgraduate campus is at the same place. So, and here in the London, the undergraduate campus is a different place and postgraduate campus is a totally different place.
Sure.
So, in the Boston, you get to see, like, meet also the postgraduate students on a daily basis. And what else would I say is like different between the campuses? At the same time, I would say like the undergraduate campus here in London, it's very interesting to see kind of like the architecture and the building inside. I would say it's very unique and I
Yes.
like it.
Yes, it's different from other campuses because I feel like everything related to academic, it's always this like Renaissance kind of architecture, and this is like very revolution industrial period after that kind of
Yeah.
vibes, which is interesting. It's very like
Yeah.
another question. I can see.
Okay, if there is no any other question, let me see. Relationship in your college. Do you have a relationship in your college?
What is it written? Do you have a relationship in your college? A relationship as in like friends? More than friends?
I don't know, like, please post this conversation on the YouTube. You'll see about that.
It's only for us here.
Well,
You and me.
yes.
And Adam.
But about the relationship, well, of course, like we talk with each other, and of course, like there's, of course, like the couples. If you're asking about that, but, yeah, we have also good relationship with the professors, and also like staff. No, really, like our relationship with the professors, they're so friendly, and they
True.
actually know your name,
True.
and they will actually remember it. And I'm like, always like when the professor remembers my name, I'm like. I feel so good, so
It's true.
yeah.
He's such a darling. And everyone is like so down to help
Yes,
with anything.
that's very true. Also, they're very open to the feedback. So after every module, basically we have this form and we have to give the feedback. Well, we should be giving the feedback about the module, about the professor, so they can kind of improve it and make it better for the next module. And also, if you want to, you can give them feedback during the module. So they take it very, very well.
Literally, we have all like each end of modules because as for now, it would change, but as for now, we have. Should I have mentioned that? That is going to change. I'm not sure. But anyways, we can always give feedback in the end of each module or session that we have.
And you can see it's like getting it's heard, like it's getting applied the feedback. Yeah.
I think that's the culture. You will
Yep.
feel very seen
Yeah.
and heard as a student, as a professional. You will feel very seen and heard.
Yeah. If there's IELTS certificate is mandatory to apply MBA. I do not really know about that. I guess it is, but this is the question for enrollment advisors. So definitely reach out and send them a question, and they will be more than happy to answer it.
I know that for the undergraduate program, you can do TOEFL, IELTS, and also Duolingo, which was the one that I did. And well, what a good test!
Duolingo?
Duolingo, I loved it.
No way.
Yes, you do it
I
at
didn't know that.
home. Yes,
Okay.
you do it at home. You take the test. Like it's fantastic, and it actually tests you because I
Okay.
feel like That's my opinion. Because for TOEFL and IELTS, it's very serious kind of.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive.
Yeah, I was freaking
But you
out.
should check, like, go to the Holt website, and then, or if you already have, like, if you're already in the process, you probably already have the number of your personal enrollment advisor. But definitely reach out to them and ask about that, and try to do the Duolingo one if you can. Okay.
Also, like when you reach out to HALT through the website, this enrollment advisor will be kind of assigned to you, and the best thing is that you can then reach out to this enrollment advisor through the WhatsApp, and you can be just like chatting like, hey, I have a question, and well, that's what I was doing, like sending questions all the time to my enrollment advisor, and he was like very, very, very helpful with everything. So yeah, definitely do that. Just send a message to HALT through a website.
The amount of times that I sent a message to my enrollment advisor asking about anything I would ask him. Hi, Theo. His name was Theo.
Oh. Okay. Can we get into HALT without the maths background?
The maths background. You mean like for SATs? Can you elaborate on that maybe? Because like I know for the American education kind of thing, you have to do your SATs.
Mm-hmm.
And in my time, there was an option for not using your scores, because Holt is very holistic. So they will rely more. Oh, she answered. They will rely more on the things that you have done in the past for your whole high school year. Because I feel like that matters more than like a test that you do.
Yeah.
In life, like literally everything that you do and you show that you're doing, it's kind of like more important than, like a score.
Yeah. What I would recommend for you to do is reach out again, like send a message to HALT through the HALT, through the website, and enrollment advisor will like answer your question. But to be honest, don't worry about the math. You choose which modules you want to take. So if you are inclining towards marketing or to entrepreneurship, I would say like you don't have to worry too much about the math. Of course, you need to know like some basics and learn like how to use the Excel and all these things.
I think she knows how to do that.
Yeah, so just don't worry about it.
Know the basics. Well, I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions you might have?
Is there anything that you want to advise about the application process? Because those are questions about the application process.
Yeah, so
How
was the application process for you?
I was going to ask you that, because for me it was through Common App. So it was like the American version. But there's also UCAS?
Yeah,
UCAS, and there's also like Holt
Yeah.
system, which is like you do everything with them. Which is, for me, it's kind of amazing. Because Common App is kind of like, you have to answer so much things about your life. I remember the stress. I feel you guys. I sympathize and I empathize with you guys.
Yeah, so for me the application process was...
You need to read it, I can see.
Oh, no, but there's a question about how does the finals work at HALT.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so just about the finals, for every module it might be a bit different. Oftentimes we have finals presentations with your team, where you have to like present what you have been working on, what is your kind of the solution or proposition, or sometimes you have to just write like some report. So it really depends on what is the structure of that module.
What was the question?
How does the finals work at HALT?
Oh yes,
So
we don't have like exams.
No, it's not exam. So yeah, it's like I think it works like in a real world. So if you get a client, you have to like then present your solution and what you have been working on, and also if it's oftentimes it can be also the report.
Yeah, but it's not only group assignments. Like it's not only teamwork and group work. You also have like your own individual assignments. But again, there's no, for example, midterms. We don't have midterms. That is a non-existing thing here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. what we have is actually, again, what Adam said, this very big kind of problem solution thing.
Yeah.
And it's always towards, like, if it is for finance, then it's a challenge in finance, in the finance world. And then if it is like a business analytics, then again, it's like, and it's true towards like, and combined with strategy, then there's a challenge about that. And then we have to do a very big task, an assignment with the team, but also something of our own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm from Tunisia and I'm graduating from baccalaureate on June. When can I join Howd Business? So you can join in September. We are starting out. What?
Because of the application process?
I think she will be able. Well, this is
She has
best way to do is go to our website and send a message, and enrollment advisor will be more than happy to help you out. But what I think is you'll be able to join the Howd from September. But definitely reach out to us, and enrollment advisor will give you accurate answer to your question.
Yes, because for the American system, I know that Holt has a rolling application basis, so you can apply whenever. But our modules, they start on fall or even spring, and for you to do the whole application process, which for you, if you're from Tunisia, I guess there's documents that you need to have, your scores for the visa, for example, and for the English that you need to prove. So I don't know if 3 months is enough to do all of that.
No, because I was graduating in June as well, and definitely, like, you will start working on it before, of course, on the IELTS and all these things. Yeah, you'll be fine. Just reach out to your enrollment advisor for the website.
Just to do your roadmap and know your own process.
If there's any other question, send it to us. If not, we will finish this live stream. And if you have any other questions after that, you can just send it to us in a message.
I'm very far away from you guys. Hi. I can see everything now.
I don't see any other question. I'll always, when I notice, like, when there is like some live stream, somebody asks the question, like, do you have any other questions? And I started like writing the question, and then they say, okay, so there is no other question. And I'm like, bye. And I was like, oh, sure, I didn't.
Oh well, but I think since we had a lot of questions about like application process. Again, do you have anything that you would like to share about your experience applying?
Yeah, I think it was very easy. Like,
you would say it was easy. For me, it was so crazy.
Oh, because you're from Brazil.
What does that?
It's more complicated, I guess.
No, because I finished my high school in America.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't know, like, for me it was very simple with the enrollment advisor, because of course I knew like I have to do like a lot of the things, but I kind of knew what I have to do. So I was like, well, it is what it is. I have to do all these things. I have to apply for a visa. I need to get IELTS or TOEFL. Yeah, but enrollment advisors are very helpful. Like, yeah, making sure everything goes well.
Yes. Yeah. Again, it's just planning ahead, I guess. Preparing your essays for your interview.
Yeah.
If you will apply for any scholarship.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, I guess, preparing for the whole process.
Yeah.
If this is all new to you, I would suggest, because like I am originally from Brazil, but I finished my high school in America. So again, I already kind of learned about the process, so it was easy for me. But if I came out straight away from like a Brazilian high school, it would be very new. Yeah. So I feel like that's my first advice, is to understand the whole process, get in touch with an enrollment advisor, and if you are sure about Holt, I would just apply through their process instead of going to UCAS or Common App.
Yeah.
Just because it's just very...
Yeah, maybe like
It's a lot.
Yeah, if you can apply for the HALT, apply for the HALT.
Do we have any other?
I didn't see any other question.
I'm joining Boston Holt in September, so I'm really excited. Let's do a dance for her. Yay! Do a dance for her.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not excited.
I'm excited about you joining a Boston. I love Boston. No, it was so good. Like the summer there
American
and
food.
taking classes there. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, I love the
Yes,
city.
it's very
I
pretty in
love
the
Holland.
summer. Like in
Yeah.
the summer. But please prepare for the seasonal. Like if you come from a place that is very, very like hot and warm, girl, prepare to buy like winter coats. Okay? Like the coats. Very, very
Yeah,
okay.
I
But
saw
if you're
some
coming-
pictures.
Yes. You love there because you were in summer. Summer so everywhere in summer is pretty. Everywhere. Sunny London. I love sunny London. I am devoted to sunny London. It's so pretty here.
I graduated from there. Oh,
I am no Jerry. I am no
thank you,
Jerry.
Gar, for answering. Yeah, no worries. If you have any other questions, just send it in a message. And I love San Francisco campus. Oh,
Wait.
I'm really looking forward for San Francisco. Yeah,
Such a huge Holt and America fan.
I know.
I really would. I think from all of the campuses, I would go to San Francisco for sure. For city seminar, where would you go? Because there was like a Singapore one. Oh, it was so nice.
Yeah, well, like the city seminars are all over the world happening. So, yeah.
Yes, we have one in this summer, right? It's for San Francisco, Paris.
Yeah.
Boston. What is the third one? I don't remember. But
San
it's-
Francisco, Paris.
I think it's Boston, if I'm not wrong. But what about the Dubai campus? Yes, we're forgetting the Dubai campus. Now you can actually do because before it was only your master's that you did in Dubai, but now you can actually do your undergraduate there. So, hooray! And Adam he's not into it.
No. I just didn't get to experience Dubai yet, but
Me
I
neither.
heard it's also really good there. Just over the summer it gets really hot, of course. But I know like some MBA students that are in Dubai and they're very, very much liking the environment and also like the culture that's in Dubai.
There's a very big presence in real estate there. Like it's very huge, and luxury like market as well. It would be very interesting to go there and study that.
Yeah. Wait, we have one question.
Okay.
Hi, I have a question. How do you get job when you're almost graduating from HALT?
Okay, different paths here.
Oh, so, well, like you have to know like what you want, of course, but and then kind of like
You actually,
discuss it with your, well,
you know what? Because I just talked to an alumni today. She was here on campus. She was the girl in the BBA video, the BBC video. Yes, BBA, the BBC video. And she didn't know what she wanted to do.
yeah.
And she was talking with Max, which is one of our amazing coaches. And he was actually giving her advice and mentoring her because now she knows that she wants to get a job in Washington DC
Okay.
to do something very important in sustainability that I don't remember right
Yeah.
now. But you see, like she graduated, she didn't know, but now she's going through the process of mentoring and just applying to.
So, like, you should work it out with your coach, like,
Yes.
to figure out like what might interest you,
Yes.
and then like see what are the opportunities. Try to get to know the people in this kind of the areas and try to apply to the jobs that are open. But it's best to get to know the people and network with them. Literally, there was an event we had, and this woman that was like giving us tips how to get the job. She said like, guys, literally go on the LinkedIn of this company that you want to work in. Look at the person that is smiling. Like go in the company profile, look at the employees.
The post every day.
Yes, and just send them a message, ask them for a coffee, and just ask them a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people will be more than happy to answer your questions when you are interested in them. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, well, I think
Most
when
of
it's
them will
genuine,
accept it.
when it's genuine, it works.
Yeah.
But you do have like some graduate schemes, because when you're working and you need a visa to stay in the country that you want to apply and work there, I know that is a longer process. So usually what you do, again, which is so amazing about Holt, is that you have the career coaches there, so you can tell them about your plan, just like I did, and you already have everything kind of like a roadmap that you can follow and know exactly what you want to do, you know, genuinely, and what you have to do as well to get there.
Yeah.
To reach that point, for example.
Yeah.
Do we have more questions?
I don't see any campus. Did any of you do the campus swap, and how was it? Oh yeah, I did over the summer. So I went to Boston campus, and yeah, it was great. I love Boston since then. It was great experience to see like the difference between the London and how the Europe is working in terms of the business, and then see how it is in US. And I was like, okay, I love this environment. I would love to go like for my master's to San Francisco and see how it is like, especially in Silicon Valley, because like what is more entrepreneurial than this area?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we're done. Almost 1 hour of live. Wow, you guys really love us.
Sure.
You don't think so?
Yeah, sure. Well, sure. If there is any other question, you can send this to, as mentioned, you can send it to the message. Doctorate program.
Astrid.
I know there is something new being released, and I think so, yeah. But you would have to take a look at the website. I'm not really sure about it right now, but I know like there is something.
I would say to check the Astrid also website, because they might have something there. They're more this executive campus.
Mm-hmm.
It's like for people that are already professional. They're not like learning. I think they're like kind of in the moment in life where they're improving.
Yeah.
Yes. Do we have more?
How are HALT students seen in the business role compared to students coming from a famous university?
Good question.
That's a good question.
Well, what do you prefer? Do you prefer like having a big name on your CV, or like building your own kind of portfolio? Because I feel like towards maybe in some years ago that was such a big thing, but especially today with internet, the things that you do every day and that people know you for, I feel like they're more valuable. But that's my personal opinion. What is your opinion?
Well, I would say this is like the same question I had. I was discussing this with some of the professors, and like the learning you will get at HALT is great, and you will get like the difference between the HALT and other universities like big names is like the kind of the network you will get out of it. Like the network you will get at HALT is different to network you will get like at the Stanford or the Harvard. So that is like big difference, I would say. And also one more thing that I wanted to mention. What was it?
I'm not sure.
It got but also like the HALT is doing quite well. Like from what I've seen, like in the rankings and things like that. Especially the master's program, but also the undergraduate. So it's starting to make quite good name.
Yes, no, I agree with you. True. I see your point. I feel that it's also more about like also priorities. You know, I feel like different universities have different priorities, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like of course, like each university is be different.
Yes,
And
like some of them are super huge in neuroscience, in law.
yeah, of course, of course. Like how this just it's only and just in business, and that's their 100% focus.
Yes,
So yeah.
yes.
But if there's any other question, maybe send it to us in a chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer it.
Adam wants to
Because we are about to start our classes.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so I would love to continue chatting, but we have to be on time. So if you have any other questions, send it in the group chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer it. Do you have anything else to mention?
Not really. Not really.
Okay.
Well,
so
if you have any question, you can always definitely ask your enrollment advisor, or you can ask maybe us, I guess. If it is more of not such a technical, a more like uni life kind of part, that would be awesome. And also, for us to finish, let's finish this because we have like lovely 15 people with us. Can you guys send us where you're watching us from? Like where in the world, whereabouts are you? Because that would be very nice to kind of know you guys. Do you have any questions? Some people joined it now. Wow.
Yeah.
And wow, what time it might be for them? Oh, no one is answering.
Okay. Okay. I think we can finish. If there's any other questions, send it in the chat, and we'll be more than happy to answer it. So, thank you very much, guys.
Bye from London.
Bye from London. Bye. Thank you.